In this example, we are asked to find the measures of the three angles. The wording of the problem sometimes makes it confusing to try to figure out how to start the problem. This particular problem, it is important to make sure that you assign only one variable and then label the other angles based off of that one angle. As the problem is stated, it says in triangle ABC, the size of angle B is 5 times the size of angle A. So that means that we know something about angle B. It then states that the size of angle C is 4 degrees less than 4 times the size of angle A. So we know something about angle C. We don't know anything about angle A, and so this will be where we start. We will let x equal the measure of angle A. From here, labeling the measure of B and the measure of C, we want to read back through the problem and see what the comparisons were given as. It said that the size of angle B is 5 times the size of angle A. And so if angle A is x, then angle B would be measured as 5 times x. The size of angle C is 4 degrees less than 4 times the size of angle A. The 4 degrees less indicates that we will subtract 4 degrees from some value. Normally, subtraction needs to be done at the end of the problem. Reading on, it says it's 4 degrees less than 4 times the size of angle A. Well, 4 times the size of angle A would be 4 times x, and then because we want to make it 4 degrees less, we would have to subtract 4. So this will be the first part of the problem, is labeling each of the measures according to the way the problem is stated. Now, the question asks us to find the measures of each of those angles. One thing we need to know is that the sum of all the angles of a triangle equals 180 degrees. So write down sum of all angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. This gives us enough information to be able to create a formula for this problem. We know that if we summed measures of A, B, and C, then that sum should equal 180. Use the variables that you have assigned and we will create our formula. Angle A, the measure is x, plus angle B, the measure is 5x, plus angle C, the measure is 4x minus 4. And we know that all three of these would sum to 180 degrees. Doing this gives us a formula that we're able to solve for x. In solving, first thing I would do is collect my like terms that are on the same side. So we have x plus 5x, which would be 6x, plus 4x, which would be 10x. And we'd still have the minus 4 and the 180. For now, I'll drop the degree symbol. I'll put that back on my answer at the end. Adding over the 4, we have 10x equals 184. Divide by 10, and we get a result of x equals, and then dividing 184 by 10 would result in 18.4. And then putting their units back on, this would be in degrees. Now, I'm going to scroll back up to make sure that I know how I need to answer my problem. The question asked, find the measures of each of the angles. So at this point, what I know is I know that the measure of angle A is 18.4 degrees. So I've got that one. To compute the others, we can simply do what our formulas say to do. So this one would be 5 times 18.4. Can do that on the calculator. 5 times 18.4. Get a result of 92. So the measure of angle B would be 92 degrees. And then on this one, there's two ways I could do it. I'm just going to use the formula here. So it would be 4 times 18.4 minus 4. Do that on a calculator. 4 times 18.4 minus 4, and our result in this case, 69.6 degrees. I said there were two different ways you could find the measure of angle C. Because we know that all of the angles in a triangle sum up to 180, what we could have done to find angle C is take 180 and subtract angles A and angles B from it. We should have gotten 69.6 doing it that way as well.